Welcome to T's Multiverse. I'm your host Tyrus, and I got to share my thoughts on this particular subject involving Super7 and their upcoming Thundercats figures that they had on display during New York Comic Con, folks. Now, if you have not checked out my New York Comic Con video, I posted it this past weekend. I discussed a number of things that caught my eye via New York Comic Con as well as Walmart's Collectors Con, and I touched upon the Thundercats figures that were on display, and I talked about Snarf, and Snarf was on display, and I mentioned how they're gonna have to have a little bit more of that figure to justify a $55 price. I mean, Super7 prices are absolutely out of this world, super high, folks. But overall, I do enjoy the Super7 figures. They really capture that overall classic aesthetic that we know and love from those animated series, and that's the thing that gets us in that line, that entices us to even just maybe look at getting figures from that line. It's that classic aesthetic that they capture. But man, $55 for Snarf. Yeah. An individual by the name of Thundercats Classics, who I guess has the scoop on what's going on with the Super7 figures that are coming out. And they confirmed that Snarf will be a single release, coming with interchangeable tail, several heads, hands, and some episode-specific accessories. Snarf, Willa, and Mongor will be $55, and Ratar-O will be priced at $65. That's absolutely disgusting, folks. I can't even play with that. That is absolutely ridiculous. There's no way I can even try to sugarcoat it or make it like it's okay, because it's not. This is coming from somebody. I like the Super7 figures that I do have. I have the He-Man, I have a Skeletor, I have some Thundercats, and I enjoy all of them. I think they look awesome. They really give us what we had and what we saw in those animated series, but the price is just absolutely ridiculous, man. They had 3 price hikes within a year or so. It's $55 now per figure, and then they go $65 on up on certain figures. And for them to charge $55 for little old Snarf that's going to come with 9 heads and 9 tails that we don't need, it's absolutely ridiculous, man. It's just absolutely insane. And this is coming from somebody who I enjoy the Super7 figures that I do have. And I do have some Thundercats that I dived into that I will be sharing with y'all very soon. But this leaves a bad taste in my mouth. It really does. And I just had to share this with y'all. Just found this out via Instagram, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. $55 for a little old Snarf. So anybody that wanted to add Snarf to their Super7 collection, you're going to be shelving out $55 and some change for that little itty bitty character and a head and a bunch of tails that you don't even need at all. What I was hoping for is for them to at least give us Snarf as well as Snarfer, or maybe even the Snarf and Snarfer along with Wily Kid and Wily Cat to justify that $55 price, even though that's still high. But you're giving us 2 Snarf figures as well as Wily Kid and Wily Cat and the accessories. I felt that was a little bit feasible, more than what we're getting now with just a little Snarfer and $55. Yeah, it just doesn't add up to me. It just doesn't add up. I think we all getting punked, man. I don't know if y'all remember that show from back in the days. I think we all some way somehow getting punked by Super7 with these prices, man. It just does not add up. Because really, Snarfer needs to be anywhere from $12 to $15. Really, $12 to $15. And even if you want to just say $20 because it's a specialty item, I said okay, $20, $25 tops. That's pushing it. But like I said, $12 to $19.99, $20 is the cap for me, I feel. And that's feasible. But not what they're doing right now, man. That's just That's just way too much. That's way too much, Super 7. Well, y'all really trying to maximize each and every sale, and that's what they're doing, y'all. They're trying to maximize each and every sale by overcharging for each one of these items to the fullest. And it's crazy, man. You know, before it's all said and done, in maybe a year or so, we could be looking at the standard price of a Super 7 Ultimates figure, if they're still doing them. It could be like anywhere from $80 to $90, pretty much $100. You know, it can happen. I mean, they're almost there, y'all. I mean, it's 55 now. So I could see that happening to where they're literally trying to charge somebody $80 for the standard price of a Super 7 figure, which is beyond, and I mean beyond ridiculous. Oh, man. Whew. And really, at the end of the day, man, I feel like those Super 7 figures are really worth like $25, maybe $30. I mean, I'm looking at what McFarlane and what the Masterverse line is doing, and they're giving us awesome, detailed, articulated figures that are highly articulated, way more than the Super 7 figures, and they look awesome. And they're giving us these figures from $20 to $25, you know, and the mega figures are $39. Super 7 off rip is saying $55, man. Give it to me now if you want this. And it's just like, really? And then they're charging $65 to $89 for the bigger figures. Monstar for the Silverhawks is $89, I believe. And they're charging $65 for the Ratar-O Thundercats Ultimate figures. And I guess they charging $65 for Ratar-O because he has a bigger belly or something. I don't know. Who knows? But that's still crazy. Folks, let me know in the comments, what do you have to say about this? What are your thoughts in regards to Super 7, their prices and everything? Are you cool with it? Are you not cool with it? Are you on the fence? Or do you not even collect Super 7? So you ain't even got to worry about it anyways. But folks, thank you so much again for tuning in. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And folks, until next time, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.